road right now, so hopefully you can hear me. But this is Chiang Mai, for those who don't know. And in Chiang Mai, there's a thing called the Old City. And the Old City is surrounded by this wall. It's really sunny right now, so you can't see it. But also surrounded by this moat. Once we get moving, you'll see more of that. But yeah, I figured I'd take you guys along with my morning walk. Hey, LV, what's going on? And I'm on my phone, so remember that the chat moves really, really quickly. I'm glad I do have some moderators in here because I forgot to set like how long before you can chat, or how long before you can chat. So it's gonna make it where the trolls might come out. But good morning. Whoa, I shaved my beard. It was an accident though. I didn't do it on purpose. I set my blade at the wrong little thing, so that's why I don't have a beard right now. But most of the time you'll see me put my mask on, so I'm gonna have to talk loud. But yeah, so let's see. Hey, Nomadicana, how are you? All right. So that's what we're doing. We're walking along the moat. I've showed you guys this before in one of my other videos. There's all these like lily pads with actual lilies on them. Sun's so bright right now. It's 8:45 in the morning. I don't know if you can see those lilies there. Tons of lilies. Tons of lilies on the moat. So, hey, let me know how well can you hear me? I know the traffic is super loud. Pretty soon we'll cross a bridge away from this main street. It's rush hour. It's morning on a Wednesday here. So everyone's going to work and we're just chilling. Walking with your phone and gimbal, you use an external mic. I don't, but I probably could, and it'd probably be better, especially right now. I think once I get out of this traffic, I won't have to yell so much. But yeah. Aren't those lotto flies? I don't know. I thought they were lilies. I thought that's why they call these lily pads, because they grow these water lilies on them. Oh, there's a really pretty one right there. Look at that white one. Fully bloomed. Yeah, I think that's why they call them lily pads, because they have lilies grow out of them occasionally. Looks like we got 38 people in here. That's awesome. This is completely impromptu. Hey, Nomadic Jay's in Mexico City. That's awesome, man. I miss Mexico City. I've been eating a lot of Mexican food in Chiang Mai, believe it or not. There's tons of, not tons, there's like 4 what I consider good Mexican places. It's more Tex-Mex though than it is like Mexico City Mexican food, but okay, maybe they are lotus flowers, I don't know. I'm not a flower expert. All I know is they look pretty. I don't know, I guess I thought they were water lilies because they're on lily pads, right? I don't know. But if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Hey, Brian, what's going on, Wapri? Haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? But yeah, so this is Chiang Mai in the morning. Pretty soon we will have a little bit better, hopefully a better picture because the sun won't be washing everything out. It's 8:45 in the morning here, maybe a little bit past now. And yeah, I'm on my walk here. I'm on my morning walk. 20,000 steps. I probably won't keep you around for 20,000 steps because I probably won't have battery life. And usually I do this much earlier. Sounds like you're on fire. Have a good stream. Oh, Wombat Bar, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's a loud street. I don't know if you can see it. There's tons of cars. Tons of cars here. It's rush hour. It's 8 something in the morning, but we're going to cross over to the other side. Usually I have my earbuds in so this noise doesn't bother me. I actually prefer to walk on this outside because nobody really walks on it. So I actually prefer to do that. We're going to cross this road here. One thing to know about Thailand is nobody pays attention to crosswalks here. So the fact that there's a crosswalk here means nothing. So you gotta kind of be careful. But there we go, we're crossing over to the other side here. And we should be less noisy. I could I could cross through Old Town there and get lost in Old Town, but I think we'll stay on the outskirts of the wall for now. Maybe we'll go in there, but we should have less sun now. Still got that. We still got a road here that gets kind of busy in the morning, but not too bad. But at some point we'll turn left, and near where the day market is, the morning market, and I'll show you the morning market and all that kind of stuff. Oh, did John Madden pass away? I did not know that. That's super sad. Yeah, this is a gorgeous little area. How you doing, Zena? Yeah, again, the chat moves really fast, so if you have a question, make sure you ask it. Make sure you ask it in as few words as possible, so I see it. I can't read a big, long question. It just doesn't stay up very long. And occasionally you'll hear my voice sound muffled, and that's because I'm putting on my mask, because everyone wears masks out here, and I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, even though I've had COVID and I'm vaccinated. Hey, someone from Malaysia, awesome. I'm gonna try to get to Malaysia. Hopefully this new variant kind of screwed it up. I was supposed to go to Langkawi, but maybe we'll get there soon. Perfect timing for a live stream. Just something on my bucket list. Yeah, if whatever you write is long, it's gonna be hard for me to see it, because yeah, it's got to be one line on my little thing. Beautiful temple from your IG photo. Yeah. I didn't take that picture. A buddy of mine did. Send it to me. What's funny is when you start getting successful on this social media stuff, people send you stuff and ask you to post it. And I've actually been to that temple, but I'm not as good a photographer as that guy. So, what's up, Kevin? How long are you staying overseas? Hey, Home on the Hits, what's going on? For those of you that are mad about me, and if I miss your question, you can please ask it again, and I get to it. Because I saw a question about G, or saw a Travato question. But Home on the Hitch, if you're mad at me for not being in an RV, go check out Home on a Hitch. We met up at the Tampa RV show, which by the way, still are on my channel, and those are my two most successful live streams of all time. My two Tampa RV show live streams. But if you guys ever seen the back of my computer, you'll see a sticker on there. It's Home on the Hitch's sticker. One of the stickers is theirs. So they're just great people. See, they've got all these like bridges here to cross this little moat, and they're just beautiful. Like, that's Instagram worthy right there, you know? Even though it's right on a highway. And you'll see like all the flowers and stuff. This one's got all kinds of ants on it. Oh, what a beautiful shot, right? So I think someone said Travato, K or G. You know, I was a K guy because I like the open floor plan. But I think if I got another one, I would get the G, because I feel I would use the shower more. So I know that people are going to be mad. They're going to call me a traitor. But I think I would be Team G now, because I think I would actually. I didn't really in my K because it was just too much of a pain in the butt. And one thing I loved the storyteller, period. But one of the things I really, really loved about it was the shower was functional. And so it was just amazing. I use that shower all the time. But yeah, I think I would go with the G, although like not being an open floor plan would kind of annoy me. I wish they'd make one like the storyteller layout with the hidden shower, because then you can still have that open floor plan. Although the one thing about, you know, you guys know I'm a huge storyteller fanboy, but one thing I didn't like about the storyteller is, even though it's open, it didn't feel as open as my K, because it just doesn't have the window. You know, it doesn't have as many windows. You know, it's not like this super bright, airy feeling in there. It can be dark in some places. So, love it. Look at this. We've got all these little pinwheels here. They just take such good care of everything here. I love it. Sawadi Mai, hey, what's going on? Have you considered traveling there in a small travel van? So it's really humid here, man. It would be like, it'd be like traveling in the Everglades, the Florida Everglades in the summer here, year round almost. I mean, I guess you could go in some of the mountainous regions. So you'd really need a vehicle with a really good power system, like a Volta system, so you could run the AC. Although it would still suck because it would just be so hot and humid. See, they're setting up for New Year's. So they celebrate Christmas and New Year's here, even though this is a Buddhist country. Well, you'll see here they're setting, and also, by the way, they're not on the same calendar as we are. It's like the year 2059 or something, or 64 or something like that here. But they still celebrate like a lot of Western holidays, like the New Year. So they're setting up for the New Year celebration here. We've got it over here too. But they do, that's what I love about this city. It's just so like friendly. So this is one of the, this is some of the remnants of the wall here. So this was like an old school city surrounded by walls and, you know, the moat, right? So this is a super old school city. And there's still remnants of the wall everywhere. This portion is still here big time. You'll see here this, you know, they use like this Sanskrit type writing. It's really cool. Really cool. Debating whether or not I'm going to cross the street. It gets kind of a pain in the butt over here. So you can walk around this entire wall, outer wall. Around the moat goes all the way around. It's like a square. If you look at Chiang Mai from the, you know, from Google Maps, you'll see this square. That's what I'm walking around right now. I'm walking around that square. So it's pretty cool. Hey, if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. I see there's 73 of you up in the house on a Tuesday night in the States, Wednesday morning here in Chiang Mai. If I see temples, we'll stop. Most of the temples are on the other side. Okay, let's see. See, this question's really long. Kevin, you gonna grab a coffee? I'm in the Rem Boutique house. Just got up. Oh, cool, cool. I don't think I'm gonna grab a coffee because I forgot my little thing that holds my gimbal up. So I'd have to hold my gimbal the whole time. And I've already had a coffee this morning. And I'm doing my steps. You know, I try to do 20,000 steps a day. So, and I like to knock them out early. I usually leave much earlier than this. It's about 9 o'clock here. I left at 8:40. I usually leave around 6 a.m. Because it just gets warm really quick here. So, do you know approximately the year the wall was built? I should know that, but I don't. Hopefully somebody in here knows, or you can Google Chiang Mai Old City Wall, and some will let people know. I should probably know that. I was actually just thinking that when I was walking through. I was like, man, I should know that. But yeah, so it's morning here. So the road that goes around here is pretty busy. So that's why it's so loud. I'm having to scream. Maybe at some point I'll cut through the old city and there won't be any traffic at all. The old city is really cool. I mentioned this in my apartment tour video, my last one. I usually like to live in either the old city or Niman, which is where I'm at now, Niman, because it's just so walkable and there's cafes and restaurants everywhere. So I just prefer it. You won't really see all the restaurants and cafes on the outskirts here this morning because they're all closed. You know, they don't open till, you know, lunch. Although the coffee shops will be open. There'll be some stuff open. But when we get around this curve up here, when we start heading on the south side of the wall, we'll run into the morning market. So they've got all these sprinkler systems in this thing too, which is kind of nice. Just a really cool place. There's some dogs. There's not as many wild dogs here as there is in other places. They've got all these, like, I don't know what these are called, like banyan trees. They have them in Hawaii too. They have them everywhere, huge ones. Sometimes they'll have like Buddha trapped in them, which is kind of cool. Yeah, the sun is pretty bright. I got sunscreen on though, don't yell at me. And I have my hat with me too, which I might put on when the UV index starts to get high. It's not high right now because it's early in the morning. The sun is low. Whew. Well, let me put it back on my face so you guys who just joined can see what I look like without a beard, although I got some beard right now. But I accidentally shaved my beard off. Sometimes you don't pay attention with the guard on your beard trimmer, and I wasn't even paying attention, and half my beard was gone by the time I realized it. So I was like, all right, time to shave it all off again, let it grow in. So that's why right now I have no beard. So, well, I do, it's like stubble. But yeah, so that's what I look like without a beard. Now you know. All right, come again to Malaysia. You can visit a bunch of places. Any water lizards. So that lizard that I got in a wreck with. Hold on, there's some people up here. That lizard that I got into a wreck with is a water monitor lizard. So monitor lizards are in the water. So I'm sure, I don't know where. So it gets a lot cooler at night in the north. So maybe there aren't as many monitor lizards up here. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, you'll see right here, for those who just joined, they have all these little bridges along the moat that goes around the old city. And you'll see they're preparing for New Year's Eve celebration countdown, which they don't do that everywhere, I'm sorry, they do it everywhere, but it's not like a holiday in Thailand, but they still celebrate it. They still get out and party and stuff. Thailand has its own calendar, so they're not on. It's not the year 2021 to Thai people. It's like 2000. It's either 64 or 59. I always forget. I hope, and if I miss your question, please type it. It's on my phone. It scrolls really, really fast, so you can just repost it. Try to keep it short, though. Hey, Robert, what's going on, man? How's the image? Because I switched my phone plan to a different one because I didn't like the one I had on my other live streams. That's one of the reasons I haven't done a lot of these walking live streams. I was still trying to figure that out. Kevin, when is burning season in Chiang Mai, and how far does the smog go? So, for those who don't know, in northern Thailand, they have a lot of rice fields. Around the February time frame, they start burning them. And because there's not a lot of rain in this area, and Chiang Mai sits in a valley, for a few months, it's just really smoky here, and the air quality is actually horrendous. So I don't ever recommend someone rent a place full-time in Chiang Mai. I recommend that you rent a place 9 months out of the year if you want to live in Chiang Mai, and then spend the rest of spend 3 months down in like the islands, Koh Lanta, wherever you want to go. Phi Phi, whatever island, or Phuket, whatever, spend your time down south, because the air quality just gets really bad, and it starts around February. I'm leaving here in February. You asked how far it goes. I'm not 100% sure. I was thinking about going to Pai, which is north of where I'm at. Well, northeast of where I'm at, because I heard it's not impacted by the burning season as much. But then someone told me it is, and that was a bad idea. So here, let's cross the street here. So you'll see all these restaurants are open in the morning. They don't really serve like American style breakfast. It's more Like in the U.S. we have like sweet things for breakfast and savory as well, you know. But we eat a lot of pancakes and French toast. French toast is my favorite, by the way. That's why I got a little bit of a gut. I love French toast. With a bunch of maple syrup on it. But in Thailand, like the breakfast is very similar to the lunch and the dinner. It's just like rice and meat, you know. So yeah, or soups. So there's not a whole lot of like, they don't do the sweet thing like we do. But there are American style and British style breakfast plates here that you can get. So, how are you, Kevin? You love Thailand more than your home state. I mean, I'm from Missouri. I could never see myself living there full time, even though I own a house there. I own a house near my mother, so if anything ever happens to her, I can be close to her, but I still have my own place. And I've owned that place since 2011. Yeah, so, but I couldn't see myself living there full time. It just doesn't offer anything. Like, it's just boring to me. Other than seeing my family, if my family didn't live there, I'd probably change my home of record to somewhere where I don't have to pay taxes, like Texas or Florida or South Dakota or Wyoming. And I prefer those states over my own state as far as things to do. Just Missouri's just kind of boring, to be honest with you. Well, there's some good trails as well. Yeah, there's a ton of hiking here. Ton of hiking. I need to do more stuff. Hey, Going Green Mom, how are you? I'm glad I got some moderators in here because I didn't set up my normal, like, you got to be a subscriber for 30 minutes and you can't spam and all that stuff. I forgot to set that up before I left home this morning. These mobile live streams are always, they're kind of like, the way you set them up is different than like a normal live stream, so they're kind of a pain in the butt. So right here is a really cool park. And you'll see this morning, you'll see all these Thai people working out. On the weekend when you come here, there's tons of Thai people working out. But, so let's go in. Let's go in and check it out. Yeah, so you'll see you got these like workout things here, these workout stations. A ton of them here. And then you've got, usually this little area right here is packed with people working out. Actually earlier in the morning it's packed. But right now they're playing this like, it's like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like volleyball but with your feet. So you'll see, pretty cool actually. And I guess you can use your head like in soccer. Just can't use your hands. That's so cool, huh? Normally this thing is packed with people playing different games in the morning. So it's actually a little bit calm. And there's a little place to buy like coconuts. 35 baht, which is $1. It's actually pretty expensive. And you've got all these little workout things. And you've got this cool pavilion over here. You can come and chill. This water feature. So many things like this in Thailand in every city. They're very big on like public type of things. You know, I mean, every country has its bad, you know, I mean, there's poverty issues, there's, you know, all kinds of issues just like in any other society, but a lot of they do a lot of things to try to get people going. Like here's like a really cool free weights and everything. Yeah, I don't speak Thai. If I missed your question, it's because the questions scroll really quick. If you put the question mark in front of it and make it like, 5 to 10 words, then I can probably get it. Hey Kevin, Merry belated Christmas. What did you end up doing for Christmas? Honestly, I didn't end up doing anything. I just kind of chilled. Oh look, here's a cat. There's a lot of cats in here. A lot of wild cats. They probably keep the dogs out of this area, so. And like here's like massage here. So you'll see right here, 1 hour massage, 160. This right here is like, these are everywhere. These are these little shrines, and then people leave like little offerings like water and flowers and things like that. Someone asked, is our mass, what part of Chiang Mai are you in? I'm in the old city right now. I'm in this little park along the, I think I'm on the eastern wall right now, eastern wall side. I'm just walking to the park to show people, and I'm actually getting ready to leave. But I just kind of wanted to show people what the parks look like. They're really cool, really pretty. A lot of exercise equipment, free weights, yoga spots. You can get a massage for $6. American breakfast better than English breakfast. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand some of the English breakfast. I don't like some of the things that are included with an English breakfast, especially like pork and beans. Like that's not a breakfast thing for, an American. But, whatever, to each their own. 6 a.m. walk, temp versus current temp. So right now the temperature is 69. No, I'm sorry, 71. At 6 a.m. it would be about 65 probably, 65-ish. Will I ever go back to van life? Definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely go back to van life at some point. I'm always like looking at like what vans cost right now. They're still ridiculously overvalued. I saw someone selling their used Storyteller the other day, not even like any kind of souped up version, just a normal one, a year old with some miles on it. And they were selling it for $171,000. That's more expensive than it cost. It cost them should have cost them, the one they have should have cost them $145. And they're selling it for $170, either $1 or $179, and it already sold. So like people are just want them. And you can actually get a new 2023 with a new flat screen panel to control everything for less than that. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, now's not the time for me to get one, but maybe in the future. Hey, is Johnny's Journey rolling up in here? What's going on, Johnny? Johnny's building an amazing rig now. Speaking of vans. British breakfast is kind of like an American breakfast, except for they eat a bunch of weird things with it. Like it'll be like eggs and some kind of sausage and beans. Pork and beans type of stuff. And I say that in a loving way, like when I say it's weird. It's not really weird, it's just, we're just different. You'll see these little cafes are everywhere. So you can get that meal right there for 35 baht, which is about $1. Same with all these. These are 35 baht. You can get that soup right there. You can get this, what looks like pad krapao with an egg, I think. And then you have this like shrimp. And they're all 35 baht, $1. It's pretty cool. And then you can get Western food, So you've got this Western Italian restaurant. The pizza is, let's see, what is that, about $6 for our little marguerite pizza. Fettuccine meatballs. You'll see the price difference with this fettuccine meatball, 220 baht, and those dishes I showed you earlier. Those dishes I showed you earlier were $1, and so that one's about $6-7 for Western food. So let's see. Yeah, you can have any style of food in Chiang Mai, Bangkok. You can eat pretty much any style of food, and Pattaya Beach as well. You'll find, there's so many Westerners there. They'll have British breakfast. They'll have American, the one thing you don't really find in Pattaya that you find here in Chiang Mai are Tex-Mex places, and I think it's because there's so many American digital nomads, where Pattaya is a lot more British. It's not as American as Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai has a ton of American digital nomads. So there are a lot of Tex-Mex restaurants, which for those that don't know, that means Texas-style Mexican food. So it's not exactly the same as food you would find like in Mexico City, but it's similar. It's what you think of when you think of Mexican food if you're an American. It's probably Tex-Mex, not really something you would get in Mexico. I'm gonna actually cross the street here. Yeah, Pattaya opened a Taco Bell. The Taco Bell in Thailand isn't that great, to be honest with you. It's not really that much. It's not really comparable to the U.S. It's just different, and maybe that's because the items that I like are really different. I usually get it like a Nacho Bel Grande, which they have nachos at the Taco Bell over here, but it's just not the same, not even close. So yeah. Whew. Hey, thanks to everyone who stuck around as a channel member, even though I didn't make a video for a month. I appreciate that. If you don't mind smashing that thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. We're about to get to kind of a cool little water feature here. They've got this old style wheel. I'm assuming it like produces electricity or something back in the day. But isn't that beautiful? So you'll see it's got it like a little bamboo bridge here. You can just walk on top of it. You've got all these like flowers that are being watered by the go this way so we're not facing the sun. Kind of cool, huh? All those kind of cool little things in Thailand that just, they're not like something you would make a trip for, but it's just cool to be, around. I don't know. Something I really dig. Another thing I love about Thailand is, so they have like McDonald's and Starbucks. I mean, there's Starbucks everywhere, McDonald's everywhere here, but they have all these like mom and pop type places just everywhere. Like that's 90% of the commerce here is mom and pop. And I just love that. Like, it's like one of the things that just makes me love it here. It is what it is in Western countries, the big, Walmarts and McDonald's and Taco Bells have eaten up most of the mom and pops. But it's good to know there's places you can go where they still have them. I mean, like in the US, you can go to New York City and go to Hell's Kitchen, and there will be a Starbucks every 10 feet. But there'll also be a bunch of mom and pop restaurants. Other cities, not so much in the US. But in most small towns, not so much anywhere, because there's super Walmarts in all the small towns, or Dollar Generals or whatever. So, but like this place right here, for instance, it's a little like electronics store, right? Mom and pop electronics store. You can go in there and get you, whatever you want. And if you asked a question, I missed it, please ask it again. I'm on my iPhone and using the YouTube app, and it just scrolls really quickly. and so I miss questions. And put that question mark in front of it so I know it's a question, and keep it short. So I can't read a long one, it'll disappear. It'll disappear on me in the chat. What is your favorite? What do you mean? What is my favorite what? Hi from Copenhagen. What's going on, Joanne? Joanne, sorry. I never want to go to Bangkok. It's weird, but I will go to the rest of Thailand. I get that. Some people don't like the big city. So this is a firehouse here in Thailand. Their fire trucks are these big Isuzus. So yeah, that's what a firehouse looks like in Thailand. The video resolution seems low. Is that because you're live streaming? Could be. It's probably should be at least 720. But it might be like I'm on the outskirts of the wall, so maybe the connection's not great. Maybe the internet connection's not great or something. You always got to have your head on a swivel when you cross the street here. So this is actually a really cool place. I've actually stayed here but a long time ago. So it's got this little market on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. This little market on the bottom. It's called the Lee Lighthouse and Hostel. And back in the day, you could rent a bunk bed out in here for $2, $2 US. I don't know what it is now. It's probably more expensive, but I guarantee you it's only about $5. You know, somewhere around $5 to rent a little bed out there. What are those green ribbons on the trees for? That's some kind of Buddhist thing that they do. I don't know exactly what it means. But someone has told me before and I just can't remember. I really suck, don't I? I need to learn more about that kind of stuff. We're getting ready to come up on the market here, so I'm gonna cross the street. Try not to get killed. So this is a morning market. Actually, it's not a morning market. It's like an all-the-time market. This is another thing I love about Thailand. Look how like ornate this like entryway is. It's really cool. And we're gonna be hitting up this. Hitting up this day market. There's a Chiang Mai is really famous for a night market that it has. Oh, I just got a super chat. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Eager Expat. Appreciate that. I don't know, Jess, a question? If you did, I missed it. But thanks for the super chat. Ribbons are for Thai goddess. There you go. Here's another thing I love about Thailand. Fresh fruit. I got to put my mask on, so it'll be a little bit muffled here. But I want you to see this morning market. So like I mentioned, Chiang Mai is famous for its night market. It's got a super famous night market. If you ever come to Chiang Mai, you got to go to the night market. Maybe I'll make a video about that one of these times here. But it also has this market that's just open all the time. And it's mostly food. Although on the other side of the street, it's like clothes and stuff like that, but this one's mostly food. And it's not built for a tall person. Like I have to put my head down. So, but it's really cool. Super inexpensive. Super. Remember, it's less than $1 will get you about 30 baht. So you'll see like all that stuff's 20 baht, which is 60 cents. And you'll see like 60 baht there. That's because you get a whole bag of oranges for a little bit over $1. I don't like sticking my camera in people's face, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about that. You see, we get this bundle of bananas for 25 baht. So 75 cents for, 8 to 10 bananas. Probably picked off a tree this morning. Here. 10 baht, so 30 cents for, all of this stuff. For these pineapples. Little miniature pineapples. 10 baht, 30 cents for a pineapple. So they also have an little indoor area. And I'll show you this real quick. This place is insane, actually. There's so much stuff for sale here. Like you can buy pots. And you can buy, whatever you can think of. A bunch of food. A bowl of rice is 5 baht. So, you're talking 5 baht is probably, geez, I don't even know, 15 cents for a bowl of rice. And then you've got like all these purses and just whatever you can think of. They know Americans love cargo shorts, so they have lots of cargo shorts. Did you hear Chrome is taking a vacation? Oh, cool, man. He's been working really hard for years. I don't know how he does it. Doing a video every day. So yeah, this has everything. It has food, clothes, I don't know, electronics, whatever you can think of. You'll see out here, this little area, bras. Water, Coca-Cola. And that I just showed you a little bit of that place. It goes on forever. You see this little bus here? So that's called a bus. And you can jump on that thing. It's usually around 10 baht, so about 30 cents. And it'll take you almost anywhere. It'll take you almost anywhere for 30 cents. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you'll see here, there's some more of the old wall, the ancient wall that used to surround the city, and then there's a Buddhist kind of like miniature shrine there. People can come and pray. And if I would have came out earlier, you would have saw tons of monks walking around this area doing their morning alms, I think it's called. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, pretty soon we should see some temples. There's a ton of temples in the old city. Not so many on the outer wall, but there are a couple on the outer wall. So we'll check one of those out when we pass it. Should be coming up pretty soon. See, there's a lot of these like street vendors here. I don't like filming people too close. It's not my thing. So we went 2 miles. No, 2.5 miles so far. Here's another massage shop. There's massage shops everywhere in Thailand. But you can see for a 1 hour Thai massage, 250 baht, so about $7 for an hour. Yeah, you have herbal massage, foot and back massage, oil massage, aroma. Those are all 1 hour. Yeah. So really cool, really affordable. Get a massage here. As soon as my ribs heal up, I'm gonna get a massage. I wouldn't get one now because it'd just be a pain. So you can see, here's one of those baht buses. You see inside of it, just sit in there, and for 10 baht, you can go anywhere, and it'll take you anywhere. So 33 cents, you can get around. Around 30 cents, you can get around and go anywhere. All right, I'm starting to pay attention to the chat again. So if I missed your question, keep it short. Put the question mark thing. They disappear really quickly, so if I miss it, you can ask it again. Got 110 people in the chat. That's awesome. If you don't mind smashing that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. You see a lot of these too, like garages. It's really inexpensive to get work done on a vehicle here, or a motorbike or whatever. I know somewhere around here there's like a Michelin starred like food stand, but I never can remember which one it is. I can never remember. What's their favorite spot in Thailand? I don't really have a favorite spot. It just depends on what mood I'm in, you know? I like being up north because it's nice and cool this time of year. So I like Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai, I always tell people, it's like a beach city without a beach. It's really laid back. There's a huge digital nomad population here, so a huge Western population, which is kind of cool. So when I crave like community, there's a bunch of really cool communities here. Sometimes I crave being by the ocean, so Jam Tien or Phuket or something like that. Or maybe I want a really, really rural environment, go like to Pai, stuff like that. So it just depends. It just depends, to be honest with you. I can't really answer that question. I'm such a nomad that I don't have any favorite places. U.S. city of similar size to Chiang Mai? Oh God, I have no idea. Sheesh, I don't know, maybe. It's so hard to compare the cities because it's such, like most American cities are not live work. They're not set up, they're set up for cars, they're not set up to walk. And they're not set up for like living and working. We have very few cities in the US that are set up that way. So it's very hard to compare because this is very much a live work place. People live here, work here. The people that live in the rural areas, there's no commuting into work, living in a rural area here or living in a suburb. I mean, maybe a little bit, but there's not a lot of that here. If you're in the rural areas, you probably are a farmer. And, if you live in the cities, you probably own and operate a business or work for a business, owned and operated by a Thai person. So it's hard for me to like compare it to somewhere, but I'll say it's a lot like being in Manhattan, like in like a neighborhood like Hell's Kitchen. It's just, poorly planned, but a lot of character and charm and a lot of mom and pop businesses everywhere. But as far as size, I don't even know what to compare it to. To be honest with you, I have no idea what the population is of Chiang Mai. I know it's changed over the years and it's grown immensely because of all the economic opportunity here created by the digital nomad movement or whatever. But I don't know. It's like I stick to two parts of the city mostly. The area I'm walking around now and the area I'm living in, which is Niman. But it's so much more than that. So Here's one of the temples. There's a cooler one coming up, but I'll kind of show you this one. So, anytime you go into a temple, you have to take your shoes off. Be aware of that. So this is like a temple complex. You'll see monks walking around here. You'll see here, please take off your shoes. So you'll see these shoes here. These are monk shoes for sure. So we might see some monks, but I won't be able to talk. So and we'll leave some money. We'll leave an offering as well. Let's pull out some money here. You'll see here, there's all kinds of like really cool. It's very pretty, and this is like a very basic. Very basic. So we'll. So there was a monk. There's a monk there, but you always want to be really quiet in here. And then you'll see they have. You'll see they have different offering plates for each type. Every one of these is like a different type of monk, or I'm sorry, a different type of Buddha. This is my favorite. The lying down Buddha, the relaxed Buddha. So it's just pretty. All of them are just like really gorgeous inside. Well, you can talk because I can talk because I'm the only one in here right now. So it's not like I'm disturbing anyone's prayer at the moment. But you'll see, it's just beautiful in here. Very ornate. There's all kinds of like I think that's a good comparison. Bangkok would be New York City, and Chiang Mai would be Austin. You know, the cool hip place. Let's see. It's beautiful, huh? See the monk. Monk over there. And there's a whole temple complex in here. That's the main little temple, but let's see if I can get my shoes on. Well, we'll see another temple pretty soon. And you'll see like up here is where like the monks live up there. It's like a meditation place inside there. I kind of like the live streams for stuff like that. I don't really like making videos about those kind of places. It's kind of boring. They're kind of boring, but they're cool to experience, I think, on a live stream. It's hard to make a video about a temple, you know, unless it's one of the like Doi Su Tep or Doi Ino Tep, where you have to do like these amazing hikes to get to them because they're up in the mountains. Yeah, I'll show you a better temple in a few minutes. I'll show you a better one. But we're on the outer, we're walking around the outer wall of the old city. For those who just joined, across the street here, if you look at Chiang Mai from the air, from the like Google Maps, you'll see this square around it, and that's the old city wall, and this moat right here, this old school moat. And I'll cross the street here just to show you. Look at this tree, boy. Wow, that's amazing. They just take such good care of this place. So here's one of the bridges that cross, you know, a very Instagrammable spot. Just covered in flowers and, you know, just really, 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 really pretty stuff. You know? This crazy looking insect on this thing. Isn't that cool? Yeah. You'll see down there. Someone told me these are lotus flowers. I thought they were water lilies, but I guess they're lotuses, which is even cooler. So. Ooh, 116 people in the chat. That's awesome. That's my biggest live stream in a while, I think. Maybe I should do more of these morning walks. I do this walk every single morning. I don't know, you guys probably get bored with it every single morning, but I don't always do this walk though. There's more walks to do, but yeah. I like it. Lotus are the same as water lilies? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. So another claim to fame with Chiang Mai is it has more coffee shops per square mile, per square kilometer than anywhere in the world. I don't know how true that is, but there are coffee shops everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Hey, Kaylee. How you doing, Kaylee? How's the COVID situation? It hasn't gotten super bad with the new variant yet, but I know at some point it probably will. Although their vaccination rate is really high, so we'll see. So it says Farang food. So Farang means foreigner. That's what it means, foreigner food. So obviously there's pizza and hello. Omelets. See, there's an American breakfast. It's 120 baht, so 30, 60, 90, 20, about $4. A little bit less. And here's an English breakfast for those that were wondering. 2 eggs, tea, bacon, sausage, and ham, fried potatoes, mushrooms, and baked beans. So, yeah. Kind of cool. Here's a rooftop bar. Aussie sports bar. So obviously we're in the Farang section. Here you can get an Armani suit. I doubt it's a real Armani, but the real Armani material, but you know, they probably do a pretty good job. I've never gotten a suit in Thailand. I have in the Middle East, and there is a really nice suit. There's a lot of vegan restaurants here now too. So vegan friendly, right? I'll show you the prices. Look how cheap this place is. So avocado toast, peanut butter and banana toast, bruschetta, 25 baht. That is 75 cents maybe. Look at that. Where in the States for an avocado toast you pay what, $39.99? Yeah, look at this. How cheap this stuff is. So 45 baht for this soup, 35 baht for that soup, so you know, around $1 or so. For 2 hard-boiled eggs, 7 baht, so I don't know, 10 cents, 12 cents. This is like, I can't remember what this is called. It's kind of like pork rinds, kind of. So 15 baht, so 50 cents. So, yeah. And here, a mojito, 90 baht, $3 for a mojito. Mai Tai, 100 baht. Pina colada, 150 baht. So, yeah. $124 people in the live. If you're typing stuff and I'm missing it, I apologize. Please type it again, and I'll try to get to your question. But keep it really short, because this thing scrolls really quick, and so yeah. So it's hard for me to see. This place is really cool. It's usually packed. That's how you know it's good. It's usually packed with locals. All right, let's look at this. So haircut, right? So you want to shampoo and blow dry, 150 to 200 baht. 200 baht would be about $6. Shave, 80 baht, would be about $2.50 maybe. Haircut, $4. You can get a haircut much cheaper than that. Nail manicure, 150 baht. That'd be $4 or $5. You can get it cheaper than that though. Have I noticed an uptick in trolls? No, because usually I have it set where you cannot subscribe, you cannot comment until you've been a subscriber for 30 minutes, and you can't post a message more than once every 30 seconds. But I forgot to set that today. So usually that just gets rid of the trolls because they don't want to sit around for 30 minutes. So yeah, that usually gets rid of the trolls. Actually, I think last time I made it an hour. So here's a beef place. So beef can be expensive here, but this is really cool. So you can have the comforts of home, right? So you can see it's pricey, but probably not pricey compared to the United States. Yeah. It's a butcher shop. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. If you don't mind smashing that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Another thing that's uniquely Asia is 7-Elevens are everywhere, and they're not like 7-Elevens in the US. They're actually good places to go to get food and shop. They're like mini grocery stores, mom and pop grocery stores. They're all mom and pop owned. You know, obviously they probably pay some kind of brand fee, but they're mom and pop owned, and you can actually get decent stuff in there compared to the ones in the States. Here's a pizza place. This is like everywhere in Thailand. It's called the Pizza Company. And pizza here is not cheap, but they've got some weird things going on with them. I don't know what that is. What's going on here? This one's got like mustard on it. Like that's, oh my God, you should not put mustard on a pizza. This one's got shrimp on it. Although when I lived in Italy, there was a lot of seafood on pizza. And so I wouldn't necessarily call that something you're not supposed to do, but there's a lot of shrimp on pizza. So usually this stuff would all be open. Like this right here is a really cool ice cream shop. I mean, in the evening, and this is like kind of like a bar slash cafe. Barber shop's open though. Oh, look at the kitty cat.
Oh, taxi.
No, thank you. This is a very touristed spot, so there'll probably be a lot of taxis. This guy makes really cool art.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Chiang Mai.
YouTube.
Yeah, I am artist.
Yeah, I love your art.
Yeah.
I've actually bought before.
Yeah. I take care of Chiang Mai. I like Chiang Mai. Happy.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you got some
the king, I love the king number 9 and the
Oh, yeah.
Sultan Put the Tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ramen 9.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, good man.
Okay, good man.
Good man.
Good luck today.
Thank you. Yeah, so Rama 9 is the last king. He passed away, sadly. Thai people love Rama 9. That's why, oops, sorry. So over here, actually, you know, we'll go over here. So this is the main gate area. So this is a highly tourist traffic area. Although it's a Wednesday, so not so many. But they just celebrated Christmas. So you'll see the big Christmas tree there that's all lit up at night. And they've got like presents and reindeer. Even though they're not Christian here, it's a Buddhist country, they still love the idea of Christmas. And then now it's just set up for New Year's. They just kind of wrap New Year's and Christmas into one thing. So you'll see the candy canes here, you know. And then right here, there's a Christmas tree next to the Starbucks. Starbucks put itself in a great area, but it's very Christmassy all through New Year's. And then, but of course you got to add the Thai flair to it, right? So you've got all the elephants, right? So if you don't know, there are Asian elephants in Thailand. Not quite as big as African elephants, but their ears are different. You ever look at pictures of elephants? They're different. But yeah, this area at night is just really cool looking, and it's like full of people. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And the reason this is like a meeting place is it's like, for those who just started watching, I'm walking around the old city, which is surrounded by a moat and a wall, an ancient wall. You know, it's like old school, right? Here's the moat. It's like old school protection, right? A moat and a wall. So, really cool. Yeah, here's the moat. So, yeah, it's kind of a neat little thing. And if you've done a super chat or a super sticker and I missed it, I'm sorry. Oh, here's another temple. This is my favorite temple on the outer walls. Actually, right next to the temple is one of my favorite coffee places. It's called the IRL Cafe. And it's just really cute inside. You'll see there's a Christmas tree in there. So they're like, you know, everything is Christmas here, even though they're not a Christian nation. Which is really cool how they kind of embrace it, you know. And there's a really cool restaurant in here too. But this is the outer wall to the temple here. Let's see. Hopefully it's open. So let me give you a little like. Kind of go back to the elephants. I'm doing my morning walk where I try to get as many steps as I can, so I don't really want to backtrace. So look at this first. You'll see. See this like green. I don't know if you can see this. It's really pretty green. Hey Carl, thanks for the super chat. I'll actually donate that to this temple. Let me get out some money. We'll donate that $5 to this temple here. Go. We'll do this donation box here. A little peacock. This one has some kind of peacock thing going on in here. I don't know what the significance of that is, but there's a ton of peacocks. Following you on Google Street View, very, very cool. That's awesome. And you've got all the, yeah, for those that were looking for an elephant, there you go. Isn't that cool? So ornate. Everything's just so ornate. These chairs. It's cool. The craftsmanship is really cool. We're actually doing a lot of work to this complex right now. This one was closed for a little bit, but it's reopened again. There's a bunch of little side temples too, like that one right there. It's really cool. There's people praying in there, so I don't want to go in that one. See, we're at 3.2 miles so far. So if you like elephants, they have these elephant sanctuaries here in Thailand. People have mixed emotions about them, but you can go and like bathe with an elephant, like in the water. It's kind of cool. Yeah, kind of neat. Kind of cool. Someone was telling me to make a left. It would take me down here. Let's see. And that actually takes me away from the sun, but it looks very neighborhoody, so. If I miss you on here, I'm sorry. It's the live chat is just moving really quickly. So, here you go. So, hello. I'm just showing my YouTube audience. So this is the Irish hostel. So $189 a night in the dorm room. So that's less than $6, $5. And then you can have you can rent a room for $3, $6, $9, $12, around $12 a night. That's pretty cool. It's a coffee shop down here. They have a band, it looks like in the night. There's drums, mixing table. So it looks like it might be a cool little hostel. Oh, here's a picture of what you can get. Oh, it's a nice little room. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's a little hipster area for you. When I say hipster, I don't mean it in the negative way. I mean it in the, I like the hipster stuff. So if you go down this way, you cut right in the middle of the old city. And over here is the mountain, Doi Sutat. It's where a really cool temple is on top of that mountain. Here's a dental clinic. I'm trying to see if it says how much stuff is. Let's see. So an X-ray is $3.30 for a mouth X-ray. A filling in the U.S. This is all U.S. dollars. Is about $30 for a filling. Whitening. Let's see. Let me see if there's a cleaning on here. Oh, cleaning is about $30. Crown, about $165. Ceramic crown, about $400. A gold crown, $1,000. Full dentures, one arch, $260. $500 for two arches. So you can see that it's pretty inexpensive. Yeah. A tooth extraction, around $10. Clear braces, $1,600. Metal braces, $1,000. A filling between $16 and $50. Cleaning and polishing, $6 to $13. Yeah, so there you go. Dental work here is so inexpensive. Another thing that's really popular here is Botox. I've never had Botox, so they do plastic surgery, fat reduction. I've never had any of that stuff, but maybe at some point. I need Botox. I need Botox. Let's see. Oh, a lot of you guys haven't seen me without my beard, so I accidentally shaved my beard off. So, for those who want to know, this is what I look like beardless. I got a little bit of stubble going on, but mostly beardless right now. So, you can see my chin dimple. Streets are still pretty quiet. Yeah, I mean it's 9:30 in the morning, somewhere around there. Actually, it's 10. So. And it's a work day here in Thailand, so people are working. They've already driven into work. If you watched this live stream earlier, you would have seen me on the main road, all the cars going by. So for women, you can get like blue jeans. Oop, you don't want to see my face. What am I doing? So for women, you can get blue jeans here for like $3. Those are 100 baht, so $3. Clothes are can be really inexpensive here. Here's a really nice massage parlor. Really cool. Another thing that's really popular here is gold. So you can buy gold here. You can buy the jewelry, or you can buy gold, like little gold bars called bot bars. Yeah. The gold's really, really popular here. Coffee shop. Oh no, it's a cake shop. Bakery. About $3 or $4 for a slice of cheesecake or something like that. That kind of stuff is pretty comparable to the US. Desserts and stuff. Because cheese over here is expensive, so you can make a cheesecake. All it takes is a slip of the razor. Yeah. That's what happened. Yeah, my face is naked. Oh, the sun's behind me now. Go backwards walk. Oh, look, so many cool little mom and pops. Like here's an outdoor one. See people out in here eating. These outdoor cafes are everywhere. Everything on the menu is $2 or so. Pretty cool. What are you? So where are you now in terms of the old city? I think I'm getting ready to hit the northern wall. So, getting ready. Here's a coffee shop called Dollar Coffee. And let's see if the prices hold true. Yeah, about $1, maybe a little bit more. A little bit more than $1. Still pretty good though to be able to get a white chocolate latte for $1. So there's some remnants of the old wall right there, the old city wall. There's actually a temple. Now there's temples all over the place in Chiang Mai. Oh, look at this place. So if you need a little bit of if you miss Western stuff, here's ribs, briskets, and burgers at wood smoked Thai Mex barbecue. Huh. And look, they got the Central Perk logo. That's awesome. Look at that. Look back there. This is called Rider's Corner, I guess, because there's a bunch of motorcycles in there. So look at all the motorcycle helmets. Bar and restaurant. There's a Ducati in there. Best spare ribs in the old city. Very cool, very cool. Very cool. What's the best way to get around Chiang Mai if you don't have a scooter or car? There's really a bunch of options. You can walk. It's such a walkable place. You can take a bot bus, which I showed earlier. Like these little buses, these little trucks with like where the back is covered and they have little bench seats. Those are 10 baht, 10 to 20 baht, so 30 to 60 cents, and they take you almost anywhere. And then you have Grab and Uber, or Grab and Bolt, which are like Uber and Lyft over here. You can go almost anywhere in Chiang Mai for $2 or less in those things. So, yeah. So yeah, those are the main options. Right here. Hello. Oh no, thank you. No, thank you.
150.
Oh no, thank you. No, thank you. So he was going to take me around in that motorbike thing he's got. Basically, do a tour of Chiang Mai for, he said, 1 hour, 150 baht. So 100 baht is around $3, maybe a little bit less. So $5, he would just drive you around and show you the sights for an hour. And that little, there it is, right there. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you just have like anywhere in the world, you just have like normal commerce. You know, they don't have Home Depot here, so this is like plumbing supplies, right? So, pretty cool. Walk through Chiang Mai, see if there's any. The Angel Monster Bar is open up in Pattaya. Let's see. An English couple spray painted on the wall a couple years ago cost them dearly. Yeah, that's just dumb and disrespectful. Look at how cool this place looks. This is called Zero Chiang Mai. Got this old school looking door. I don't even know what this is. Maybe a hotel. Oh, look at that pool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's like a guest house place. It's so cool. Look at that. I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it. Someone tell me how much the Zero Chiang Mai is a night and monthly. This must be a good spot. Everyone's renting here. Look, here's a cat cafe. For those who don't know, I'm allergic to cats, so this would be just hell on earth for me. But you go in there, you get an espresso, and you get to hang out. Oh, look at that cute cat! Oh, so cute. But yeah, if you like cats, we got a ton of them in here. That one's really cute. You can feed the cat for 20 baht. How cute he is. Yeah, if I wasn't allergic to him, I'd go in there. But just looking at that cat makes me sick. It makes me sneeze. So here's a cafe slash hostel. I don't know how much it is, but it looks really cool. So you got this upper, look like a deck area, and you've got this coffee shop. And then this is probably, I'm sure, the hostel, like the rooms. It's pretty cool, old school, looks really old school. It's cool. Zero Chiang Mai is 40 US dollars a night, okay. I wonder what the monthly rate would be. Here's a helmet shop. It's open 24/7. The lady that works in here, she just like sleeps in there. They sell guitars too. Maybe I'll buy a guitar. It says no photos, so I should probably keep moving. Are there a lot of tourists in town? So Chiang Mai has its share of tourism, but I would say Chiang Mai is mostly like expat culture, digital nomad expat culture. I don't like the term digital nomad because most people who call themselves digital nomad are not very nomadic. They live in Chiang Mai for 5 years, and maybe they take little vacations every now and then like other people do. But I wouldn't really consider them nomads. I'd call them digital expats. Nomad to me is like someone that moves like me, like, every month or two. That's nomadic, right? Digital nomad. Some of them do move a lot, but most of the ones associated with Chiang Mai actually live here, rent out a place long term. Like I said, oh, this is the Instagram spot. Hello. Hello. Thai people are so friendly. I usually don't like filming people, but they were like Instagramming it, so I was like, oh, look at this place. Hello. Hello. There's actually some really famous YouTubers. There's actually some really famous YouTubers that live here in Thailand. See, these places are all full of Thai people. Look at this place. Just full of Thai people, so it's probably really good. With lines. Probably really good. It smells really good. Yeah, but back to your question. Right now there's not a lot of tourists because of the situation, but there are tons of expats still here. So I see them all over the place. But you know, one thing that I've noticed about Chiang Mai that I think is a huge positive is the cafe culture here used to be the cafe culture here used to be all Westerners, you know, Americans, Germans, Australians, Brits, you know, Europeans. Used to be all Westerners. But now when I look at the cafes, they're full of young Thai people, and they're still the same prices. They're still like the prices that they charge Westerners. So that makes me, oh, look at this little monkey. I love these monkeys. That's like a throwback. You guys know what a monkey is. Honda monkey. One of the things that I've noticed is that these young Thai people are in there working, so there's some kind of digital nomad. You know, they have some kind of like remote job now. It used to be that the cafes were only Western people because it was expensive compared to you know the Westerners were making Western money but spending local Thai currency, so their purchasing power was super high. But it looks like that, you know, high tide lifts all boats type of thing, like that tide of digital nomads has trickled down to the Thai community, which is awesome to see. I don't know why, but I just really love this mural right here. It's so ornate. There's like this, it's like a hotel here. But they've got this really cool mural. At night it's all lit up. It's like glass. It's not like painted. It's glass. It's really cool. Coffee shops, Sierra Cafe Strong Coffee, for those following on Google. Let's see. In Chiang Mai, is there any place that do chicken korma? Oh man, there's curry everywhere, man. There's curry everywhere especially northern. Here's a picture I showed on my Instagram the other day. This place, they've got New York cheesecake, coffee and tea, and bubble milk tea. I love bubble tea. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Here's another really cool little guest house here. It's called the Canal. We got the canal right there. Some of the old ruins of the wall. And then you've got this really cool, almost looks like koa wood guest house. I think that'd be a cool place to stay. There's a little hardware store. It's skill saws and air compressors, Milwaukee drill. Never heard of them, but get your elephant tee here for $4. Sky t-shirt. Look at this. So here's this little pinup of this guy standing here. Well, there's the real guy. I see this every time, and I think that's really him standing there. But that's the real guy. I've never actually seen him in person before, but I've seen his little picture thing a million times out here. So it's really strange to see him in person. Oh, I guess I can show you guys what I look like without a beard. I feel really strange. I haven't seen my face. I've only seen my face a couple times in 6-7 years. I feel really strange. Kevin, do you ever get grumpy? Yeah, man. I'm a pretty moody guy. I'm pretty moody. I'm an introvert, so I like a lot of alone time. I'm a pretty far on the spectrum introvert, to the introvert side. So it's not like that I don't like being around people. I can spend a lot of time alone and be perfectly fine and feel really good and happy. So when I'm around people too much, I start to get moody. Put this over my face while I'm walking by these people. Oh, this is a cool temple here. It's hard to get into this complex here. It's mostly like sleeping areas. Well, we'll just go look at this little one part here. It's mostly like where monks sleep. But we'll look at this one part because they have this like statue of this like famous monk. Oh, look, he's got a mask on. They put a mask on. The same one, same guy. And you'll see this little spire thing right here. Someone asked, have I ever been on a sleeper bus? No, but I've been on a sleeper train before. And that's one thing I'll do at some point. I'll take the train from Chiang Mai down to Bangkok. If I decide to sell my motorbike, I will take a train from the north to the south, and you can get a sleeper train because it's like a 12-hour trip, 10-hour trip, something like that, and you do it at night. So there's a music shop. Some bass guitars. Some standard guitars. Like oh, look at this thing. It's cool little water feature. Cool. We are 4 miles, a little bit over 4 miles into this walk. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, I'm on my phone and it's hard. Yeah, I'm on my phone as well. That's what it's hard for me to see chat messages. So if you got a question, just put the question mark in front of the question, and then keep it kind of short. Here's another temple. This one's called the Green Tiger House. Green Tiger House. It's really pretty. Really ornate. I don't know if you can see how ornate this thing is, but it's like super, super ornate. They're all closed though. Can't really go in. But you'll see one of those like spires, I guess. I don't know what they're exactly what they're called. I used to know, but I can't remember. Dway maybe? I don't know. It's pretty cool. Oh, you know, there's actually one over here that's got like this big giant Buddha. Let's see. Oh, this is the one that's my favorite temple. Walk and see the Angle Monster Bar open back up in Pattaya. Hey Jason, I'm not in Pattaya, man. So I'm in Chiang Mai. Woo, look at that. Look at that big Buddha. Big Buddha. This is actually one of the more ornate and beautiful temples here. But this one actually, see, these are the ones I like the most. You can see this one back here. So this is like an old ancient one. It looks like, you know, it's just really old. That's a really cool one. There's a bunch like that here. And these are old too. They're just, you know, freshly painted all the time. But it's not open. Here, we can take our shoes off here. But it's not open. I don't know if you can see how ornate this is. Super ornate. Super beautiful, but closed. We do have the big Buddha up here. There's nobody here, so it's okay that I'm talking. I'm the only person in here. Hey Cody, yeah, I know you've been subscribed for 2 years, man. Thanks, man. You've been here old school, man. Old school. Yeah, this place is really pretty. You can't really see like how ornate the ground is, but the floor is, but the flooring's really ornate as well. see. There's Buddhas on the side. And then up there you can see there's actually real birds, which kind of blend in. You can see the birds that are up there, the pigeons. There's like a white pigeon right there. This place looks really cool at night. It's all lit up. So it just looks with the white and the gold. It just looks gorgeous. And then down here, you see this is like an entry point into the main complex. That's actually a hotel right there. You can actually stay in that hotel. Oh no, you know what? That might be a monk. There's a hotel around here that looks like that though. You never know where a person's head is. Would be interesting to know. Word of the day, ornate. Yeah. Am I using that word a lot? I do that sometimes. I key on a word. The good thing when you're making a normal video, you can edit it out when you say something like 10 times and it just sounds, it gets annoying. A lot of times I'll say like something's amazing, I'll say like amazing like 40 times in a video. So when I'm editing, I can edit it out. But when you're doing a live stream, you can't edit. So. All right. Back onto the grind. We're at almost 4.5 miles. Yeah, this is a hotel. That's what I thought. You can stay back there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the temples are beautiful, and these aren't even like, these are just kind of like average temples in Thailand. Like these are just pretty average, to be completely honest with you. They're so much more ornate and beautiful temples. This is a really cool cafe right here. I've been here a couple times. Come Hum Cafe. I don't know if you can see, but there's like tons of Thai people just sitting in there having coffee. They've got like all kinds of really good things to eat. Oh, here's a little dog. A little homeless dog, but you know what? They're taking good care of here. So he probably like lives a happy life, just chilling. There's not as many here as there are in Pattaya for sure. In Pattaya, they're everywhere. Thinking maybe we'll cross down this way. I don't really know where I'm at, to be honest with you. See that right there? Oh, that's furniture. I thought that was apartment for rent. Yeah, forget it. We'll walk down. This one's a little bit more busy than I like. I'd rather have one a little bit less busy, but why not? So now we're just cutting through Old City. We're like in the heart of Old City. I'm actually walking towards the sun too. That's probably a dumb thing video-wise for me to do. You'll see there's like all of these mom and pops. All of these mom and pop coffee places. Just everywhere. Just everywhere. Little boutique hotels. This looks like it's going to be a really cool place. Hotel. Another coffee shop, cafe, and Thai dessert. If you're a vegan, there's tons of vegan places here. I mean, a ton of vegan places. Here's a little car wash. I went and got my bike washed the other day. Look, there's a little dog. I went and got my car wash, or my motorcycle washed here, a motorbike wash, and it was 120 baht, so $3-4, and they completely detailed it. It looks beautiful right now. They use these wooden ladders, bamboo ladders, so they can put them on the wires without having to worry about getting electrocuted. So,
These fucking wires.
hey, Mr. Finch, you keep getting timed out, man. quit saying dumb stuff. I'm not in Pattaya, man. So there's plenty of people. There's plenty of YouTubers down in Pattaya though that do live streams. I'm not in Pattaya, man. I'm in Chiang Mai. I'm super far away from Pattaya. 12-hour drive. Chris says, Kevin, you were just 3 small streets from the west. Yeah. I was almost. Yeah, you're right. I was almost where I started. That's why I turned in. But I think I'm going to turn down a smaller street in a little bit because this one's too busy. I don't like that. This looks like it could be a really cool cafe here in the forest. Oh, that looks really cool back there. It's a bakery slash. Whoop! I'm getting myself kind of lost here. Look at all these people. Oh, you know what? This is where me and my buddy used to go all the time to eat. So if my buddy JG's on right now, here's Good Soul's Kitchen. This is, he likes it because there's a lot of vegan food. But there's a little place to sit upstairs, which is great, but also outside. So, yeah, we used to, actually, we're gonna go down this way. Yeah, I used to, the last time I lived here for a month, in 2019, I used to eat at Good Soul's Kitchen all the time. Ooh, man. Trying to keep straight in my head where I'm at in relation to everything else. There you go. Here's a rib place. Look at that. 350 baht for that. That's actually pretty good. 10 bucks. 10 bucks. And they've got a lot of different things going on here. 10 bucks, that's not too bad. Beef is always more expensive in Thailand. Yeah, so we're in the heart of the old city now. Pretty cool place, I think. To hang out, it's pretty walkable. It doesn't have sidewalks, which is down the streets down the middle, which can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but I mean it's not too bad. Just gotta pay attention. Motorbike, 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 motorbike. First motorcycle license. I mean, it's the same thing. It's not hard to get. I got mine. I took the test and everything. I did the driving and the written test. It was pretty easy. They have scooters at the DMV, so you don't have to worry about having to have your own scooter. You can just use theirs. They'll give you a helmet. It's really simple. You just want to make sure you know how to start and stop and maintain control of the scooter. You don't go very fast, maybe 15 kilometers an hour, so. Red Truck Mafia suck. Yeah, I mean, I've never had an issue with them. I just tend to use Grab and Bolt now. Bolt's cheaper, but you got to pay in cash, where Grab, it's just like Uber, and it's still pretty cheap. Bolt's a little bit cheaper though. I'll still use a bot bus every now and again, but it's so cheap to use other things that, you know, I don't know. But when I used to come here back in the day, I always used the bot bus. And, you know, I do find it funny when people like argue over the price of, like, maybe they overcharge you. They charge you 20 baht instead of 10 baht. So they charge you 60 cents instead of 30 cents. And people will sit and argue for 20 minutes over, you know, to get it down to 15 baht, to get it down 15 cents. And they're going like 8 miles. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I get annoyed when I'm in one of them and an American or a Westerner sits and argues about having to pay 66 cents to go somewhere. Like, and I get it, man. They're like, well, you would only charge a local 33 cents. I get it. You know, I get why they get butthurt about it, but in the big scheme of things, like, it's 66 cents. Like, for, you know, to go wherever you want. So, did you know Bolt is an Estonia company? I did not know that. I know Uber used to be here and Grab bought them out. Grab is all over Asia, so I'm not sure that Grab is a Thai company, because I know it's in Malaysia, I know it's in Vietnam. I'm not sure where Grab is headquartered out of, but yeah, you know, I have no idea. I mean, yeah. Good for Estonia, though. I mean, one of the great things about Thailand, about a lot of the cities in Thailand, is they're so freaking walkable. You know, they're just really, really walkable. So, like, it's not, I don't know, I prefer to walk anyway. So, for me, it doesn't, like, unless I'm going to eat with a friend and it's like a mile and a half away. If I was eating by myself, I'd probably just walk it. Oh, this is like a famous, for those that know Thailand, Punk Space, right here. Punk Space is a famous, co-working space. It's one of the more famous ones. This is a very digital nomad thing to do. I don't really know if I even want to walk up on this place. There's a very like negative opinion of like YouTubers. But you can see there's people in there working. So this is probably the most famous co-working space here. There are co-working spaces that people definitely say are better now, but this is one of the more famous ones. There's like coffee shops right here, cafes, and then inside there, if I moved up close, you'd see a ton of digital nomads, and they're working right now. Then there's coffee there. There's like a little eatery place over there. And then there's spots over here too. And there's like a yoga studio. So this whole complex is very like, hipster oriented. And I mean hipster in a positive way, not a negative way. It's just a cool little vibe, and it's just super popular place. Super popular. You know, my buddy Johnny from, Johnny FD, he him and Chris the Freelancer kind of made that place pretty famous. And so yeah. Look at this place. So you got Japanese buffet for 200 baht, $6. It's pretty good. Looks really nice too. Typical Japanese setup. But yeah, that whole like red truck mafia thing, I'm just like, whatever, man. These are people trying to make a living. They're charging you 66 cents instead of 33 cents. They're not, they're not breaking the bank for you, but for them, that's 2 meals instead of 1 meal, So, I whatever. I just don't stress. If they were charging me $25, like, yeah, then maybe, I'm a little bit upset about it. But they're charging me 66 cents instead of 33 cents. So, trying to figure out which way I want to go here. I think I want to go this way, and then we'll circle back around. I need to walk through here more. Even though I've stayed here a few times over the years, I'm not as familiar with this place. Oh, look at the monk. See the monk. There you go. He's going to an ATM. You don't see that very often. He's like an older monk, so maybe he's in charge of the temple, so he has access to the temple funds or something. Yeah, like I mentioned, I don't know the old city as well as I know Niman. So I need to start walking through the center of it more just to learn. Like, I've been to that good place cafe like a million times, and I didn't remember. I couldn't find it if I tried to walk to it. I just happened to run into it. Can't believe how many of you have stuck around during this whole thing. It's pretty amazing, pretty awesome. We're at a little bit over 5 miles. 5.2 miles. So that's about 10,000 steps. A little bit over maybe. I think we're gonna go right here. I might get a bubble tea or a coffee at some point, an iced one. If I see like a little outdoor cafe that's one of those like just walk up to it and they give it to you things. Not like one where I have to formally go inside. I don't know where I'm at. I gotta figure out where I'm at. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Well, I'm definitely turned around. Yeah, I'm Yeah, this is the way I want to go. Oh wait, there's that old man again. Oh man, I took a really weird route. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back down here and keep going to the other side. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So what's the resolution? Is it 720 at 30? And has it been halfway decent? I changed my Wi-Fi, my internet plan on my phone, so it'll hopefully make it better than it was last time. Hey, Yoga Bliss, how you doing? It's been good. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we've stayed at least 100 people watching for a while now. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. 144p here in El Paso. You might have it set at that. But if that's the highest resolution you're getting, that's kind of crazy. Oh, your internet plan. Okay. Yeah, the sun is hitting the iPhone. Yeah, it's almost 11 here, so it's getting ready to be high sun. I've got my sunscreen on, but I'm going to put a hat on actually. It's a good idea. If I had my little thing for my, I don't have my tripod for my gimbal, so I can't set my gimbal down. If I had it, I would go into a little cafe. I had it set at 720, but it dropped to 144, so you have to check once in a while. Okay. Good call on the hat. Yeah. Here. Hat on. Someone's getting 480 there in Chicago. Okay. Yeah, I need to get that app Chocolate Banyan Thailand has where it can do 1080p. You know, his are always so clear. His live streams are just so clear. Makes me jealous. I think that's where I came from. So I don't want to go that way. We're going to keep going down this way. I was so turned around where I just left. I was completely turned around backwards from where I thought I was. Place, man, I want to go. Yeah, it's just a cool place. It's really affordable. You know, the lodging, like you stay here a month, you know, you can get a super nice place for $200 to $500 a month, depending on exactly what you want. And you can eat, I mean, if you eat Thai food, like you can eat on $5 a day. I mean, Greeny Travels did a video on $20 for a week, just eating Thai food. You only spent 20 bucks. So, I mean, and you'll eat like really amazing food. You don't have to do what he did. I mean, if you spend $5, $10 a day, you're gonna eat like a king or a queen. $10 a day, you can throw in a Western meal in there too if you want. I mean, American breakfast here will cost you, it doesn't cost you that much, you know, $3. A trip to McDonald's, if you get like some Tex-Mex, you know, probably be $6 for a meal, like a normal, like one of those, you know, Tex-Mex plates with like a burrito, enchilada, and a taco on it, and rice and refried beans. Be about, you know, $6. The signal's not that great. Video isn't clear. Sorry about that. Kevin, have any favorite places you have stayed in Thailand? I mean, my favorite apartment I've stayed at is obviously the one in Jomtien with the beach. I mean, that beach view, you just can't beat it. It was amazing, you know? But, I mean, I love all the places for different reasons. Well, hopefully the resolution gets better as I get out of the middle of the city. I'm assuming that the signal's not great here in the walls of the city, so. But I'll get out of the old city in a few. This is what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to end up at a crosswalk like this. Yeah, this is where the like famous like cultural center is, and there's like a big temple there called like Wat Ched Leong, I think. Got the coffee house. It kind of looks like you're in Britain or something on this corner, like in London or something. Kind of reminds you of that a little bit. Yeah, there's a huge like temple complex over here, and then an arts center. And this place at night is really pretty. It's all like lit up. It's this white building. So this is the House of Photography. So when it's open, it has some amazing like, you know, photographic in there. This place up here, Cafe Amazon, this is like Thailand's like Starbucks. Now there are Starbucks everywhere in Thailand, all over the place. And Bangkok, it's like New York. There's one on every corner. Sometimes there's one across the street from it. Just like a lot of these Cafe Amazon as well, which is kind of like Starbucks, except for they're about half the price of Starbucks, but very similar setup to Starbucks. You know, they have a white chocolate mocha just like Starbucks. They're very similar. Down here is another temple. So, oh, that's the one we were at. That's the back side of it. There's all different ways to access the temples here. You'd think being in the Navy for 20 years, I'd have a good sense of direction, but I don't. I have a terrible sense of direction. Everything's closed right now, but normally all these businesses would be open day, you know, during the evening. Just it's early, so they're not open. This is like a little like I don't know, like a bunch of knickknacks and stuff like that. Knickknack district. This is a bunch of motorbike places. Motorbike repair, motorbike for sale. It's a Yamaha dealer. I should probably go over there and get some stuff for my motorbike. Yeah, like I said, there's just coffee shops everywhere. So 55 baht for nice and hot coffee. So about $1.75 maybe. It's a cute little place. See in there, very, very hipster-like, very hipster-esque. Pizza place over there. Cool little coffee place there. No, it's a pizzeria, actually. It's called Kate's Pizzeria. Here's another, so this is like a more ancient, which I find much cooler actually. They're not as ornate, but it's more of like an ancient. There's a ton of people in there though. I don't know if I want to go. Ton of people. But actually, no. So I'm not going to talk. Yeah, I know the Wi-Fi dropped in there. But hopefully it gets a little bit better. We're getting ready to move. Should be on the outside of the wall soon. We're at almost 6 miles. Closing in on 6 miles this morning. It's good. I want to get to 10, but I probably will go back home before that and then knock out the rest of the miles tonight. I'm starting to get hungry. I would bring you with me, but I don't have a tripod for this thing, so. Huge temple complex here. Huge. Oh, look at that. Huge temple complex. Huge, huge, huge. I'm gonna go to the other side. It's much more shaded. The Christmas tree. It's a pretty tree. It's pretty. That image is probably the sun. Yeah, the sun might be washing it out because it's I mean it's 11:06, so you know you're gonna get that kind of thing this time. Here's one of those ancient spires that really fascinate me. You know, they're not as ornate as the like newer ones, but they're all fenced off obviously because there's like historic value to them. They're really cool. Alright. Actually, we're gonna go this way, which should be a lot of fun. Because that's walking towards the mountain, which means that's towards where I live. And maybe, now the sun's at my back, So maybe it'll be a little less washed out. The only thing about going down these side roads like this here in Chiang Mai is sometimes there might be some dogs back here that are territorial and a little bit aggressive. Even though they're nice to everyone that lives back here because they know them, when they see a stranger, they can be a little bit aggressive. This road specifically, I've had some dogs get a little bit aggressive with me. So, I mean, they didn't bite me or anything, but enough to make me very, very nervous. I know exactly where I'm at now. See, I asked the same question, what iPhone am I using for this? iPhone 12 Pro Max. So almost the best iPhone. They got a 13 now, but last year was the best iPhone. Question, did you learn any Thai? Sawadee Cup, Cup Kun Cup. Tune plastique, which means plastic bag, please. Yeah, a little bit of Thai. Kap kun cup means thank you. Actually, kap kun means thank you. Cup is what men say at the end of a sentence. It's like saying sir, ma'am. Except for even more proper, but also a lot more common, like you should do it. If you're a woman, you say ka. So you would say kap kun ka. If you're a woman, kap kun cup. If you're a man. So, but no, my Thai's nowhere where it needs to be. What I really need to do is get more Thai friends. That would help. I have more Thai friends. I would, you know, that you can kind of force yourself to speak Thai. But when you're surrounded by, you know, Westerners, it's a little bit harder. Let's see, Kevin. Enjoy your live. Okay. Sorry, it's hard for me to see the screen now because the sun's behind me. And it's also, it moves just really quickly. So sorry if you've asked a question and I haven't gotten to it. But you can always ask it again. Maybe I'll see it. Let's see. You get out of the Western bubble, Thais will help you practice. Yeah, I mean, that's, yeah, 100% for sure. Like, I'm my own worst enemy. I'm definitely my own worst enemy when it comes to learning Thai. Hey, I got a new channel member. You're Mojo. Thanks, man. It says you've been a member for 7 months. Oh, that's cool. Well, it's telling me how long people have been members for. That's cool. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Drop was great for working on... Drops was great for working on vocab. Okay, I don't know what that means. Kevin, just trying to say, I always enjoy your live vlogs. Oh, cool, thanks. I enjoy doing them. I actually prefer doing them over making videos. I just like the interactive portion of it, of doing live streams. And in the moment, if I could just get them to be more clear, you know? What I need is like one of those live stream setups, you know? Where your whole rig is designed around live streaming. Any new dividend nomad videos? Yeah, so I mentioned this in my last couple live streams. Yeah, I quit making videos on there because people were taking my videos and using them for an investment strategy, and that's exactly what I did not want to happen. And, you know, I was trying to just get the idea across of what to do, not give investment advice, because the last thing I want is people to lose money because of me. The market's at an all-time high. The chances of you, the chances of some of the investments that I talk about going in the negative from when you bought them, the chances are pretty high. Although if you follow my investment advice, it doesn't really matter because that's not why you're buying them. Buying them for the long term, for income, things like that. But a lot of people risk money they're not willing to lose. And then when they lose it, and I feel really bad. So I kind of decided not to make those kind of videos anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with that channel yet. I'm still debating with myself about it. Yeah, I've just been debating what I'm going to do with it. We'll see. Ever had Thai dumplings? I don't think so. I mean, I've had Chinese dumplings. Are they similar? I enjoy. You watch Nomadic Fanatic? Yeah, I've been in Nomadic Fanatic's videos before. We've met a couple times. Met in Florida, and then I can't remember where else. We met a couple times. Eric's a good guy, man. He makes, he's been doing it for a while, and I give Eric his props. I know he gets a lot of hate and discontent out there, but Eric's a good guy. But yeah, I've been in. He's been in one of my videos too, very briefly. In Tater Tot. I don't even know if he still has Tater Tot. I haven't watched any of his videos in a while. I need to do that, get caught up. In less than 30 days, I hear no visas required. I don't know about that. That'd be awesome, though. Oh, look at this cat. Look at this cat. I'm not gonna hurt you. My audience just wants to see you. Whew. What are we at? 6.3 miles. It's pretty good. It's a 10K, right? Question, did you know Opie passed away and has a video about Opie going? Nah, I don't even know who that is, man. I'm sorry. I think Thailand. I don't know. If you type a long message, I'm not gonna see it. It's gonna move too fast. You got to keep them short for me to see them. A while ago, you had a website for cheap airline tickets. I can't remember. Skyscanner is what I use. I got a video. If you go back and look at my videos from the past, I got a video that explains how I find cheap places to live, affordable places to live, affordable flights, all that kind of stuff. I've got a whole video on it where I go through and like do it and show you me doing it, looking for different locations. I show you 3 different websites that I use. Nomadlist for finding a place that maybe I want to go that I haven't been. Skyscanner for finding affordable flights. You can also use Google Flights, very similar. And then I show how to get affordable prices on Airbnb. How to get affordable monthly rates, and sometimes how to negotiate on there and all that kind of stuff. I have a whole video. It didn't do very well, and I think it's probably one of the best videos I ever made. But people didn't watch it because I don't know why, they just didn't. But it's full of all that stuff, exactly how I do this, and how I keep it so affordable. Yeah, if you just look at my old videos, it's not that long ago. It's within the last 10 to 15 videos, I think. I think I did that video. I think I made that video in Hawaii. So it's gonna be. I mean, it's the one with a thumbnail that's different than all my other thumbnails. It's just words, I think. So Oh, they got an open night. They got open mic night at that place. That's cool. I should go there and play some music if I was up to practice on guitar. Ooh, we're at 91 people still, which is good because I lost connection for a little bit. You always lose people when you lose connection. That video was released around the time you reached Thailand. Yeah, it was. I can't remember if I made it in Thailand. I might have made it when I was in the quarantine, maybe. Might have been one of my quarantine videos. Can't remember. But yeah. Yeah, it's not that long ago, and I didn't make a video for a month, last month. So if you look at my videos, it can't be that long ago. Getting hot. Oh, good. Thanks for whoever posted that link. I didn't see, but thanks. Look at this. This is like a backpacker spot. So, restaurant and swimming pool. It's called DJ Backpackers. It's pretty cool. I guess if you go back there, there's a swimming pool back there, and that's cool. I like those kind of places where you can just chill. A swimming pool. My place doesn't have a swimming pool this time. Kind of sucks. There's a ton of hostels down this road. Here's Cassette Hostel. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Will you ever get a pet or a fish? Nah, because I travel too much, man. I'm nomadic. So, I'm a true nomad. I'm not an expat, you know. I'm constantly on the move. I rarely stay somewhere longer than 2 or 3 months. Usually shorter than that. This would be unfair to the animal. So the answer to that question is no. It just wouldn't be. It doesn't fit my lifestyle. Not that I wouldn't want an animal. I'd love to have a dog, but it just doesn't fit the lifestyle that I have. If I knew 100% I was going to be in an RV for 20 years straight, I'd get a dog, you know. But yeah, I think it's unfair to the animal. There's a really cool cafe right here. It's kind of it looks like a temple, but it's not really a temple. Just a cafe bar type of thing. It's really cool. It's kind of outdoor, open air. It's TVs. You've got like hotel dining type of food. It's actually pretty cool. What about plants that have feelings? They have feelings too. Yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, it'd be unfair to the plant. Plus, it's almost always illegal to travel with agriculture in and out of a country, any kind of agricultural product. So that would, yeah, it's just not. You don't want to introduce an invasive species into another country. So that's probably something that would never happen. So I'd never have a, plant. I'd never take a plant with me. Although look at these cool, I learned these are lotuses and not water lilies. Although maybe they're the same thing, but look at these. Isn't that awesome? All different colors here. So cool. This place is called Milk. Got a bunch of milk-based drinks. Probably going to be loud and noisy now. We're on kind of a main road here. a cool coffee shop. It's like all red. It's kind of cool hipster place. There's another one. Oh, this is a buffet. Yeah, earlier, if you've been on this live stream the whole time, we walked by this morning. Are you going to continue using your nomadic bag? Yeah, probably. I like it. You know, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind going smaller. And now that I've kind of figured out that I can make YouTube videos with just my phone and one GoPro, I'll probably start scaling down my bags. So I might be able to go smaller than that bag at some point. So maybe I switch it out for something smaller. The only issue is I travel with a 15-inch laptop, 15-inch MacBook. So, you know, you can't go too small because you got to be able to fit the 15-inch laptop in there. So that's one of the hindrances that I have. But for video editing, I like having the bigger laptop. I wouldn't want to go down to a 13. I just like having the 15. I've had a 13 before traveling, trying to make videos, and I just prefer the bigger screen. On a 15 for video editing, it just makes it easier. So I probably wouldn't go down to a 13. I never get the really thin MacBooks. I prefer the Pros because they're more robust. They have better processor. They have more RAM. And when the primary thing you use your laptop for is video editing, you need the RAM. You need the processing speed. So, especially as the video gets better, you know, 4K, 5K video files, those put a lot of stress on laptops that don't have better capabilities. So it's almost always a good idea to get the higher end MacBooks. I'm gonna cross the street here. Try not to get killed. Don't get killed, don't get killed. For those that are just joining, so that I'm near the old city, which is surrounded by a moat, old school moat, and then there's remnants of this ancient wall. They used to surround the city. If you look at Chiang Mai on a map, you'll see this square around the city. That's that moat. And then as you're walking around the city, you'll see remnants of this ancient wall here that used to be here. Pretty cool. I'm in a pretty busy area of the outskirts right now. This is like probably the most busy area. You're gonna start hearing these little things honk at me probably, trying to give me a ride. Little taxis. So here's one of the like main gate areas from way in the past, you know, kind of cool. This one doesn't have that Sanskrit on it anymore. This tablet, you can only see a little bit of it. Ancient stuff. The other one over there, you can actually see it. Ever tried the Red Bull Thailand version? Yeah, I have. For those who don't know, Red Bull comes from Thailand. That's where that formula comes from. They celebrated Christmas here, even though it's not a Christian nation, it's a Buddhist nation. But they're setting up for the New Year's right now. So even though they have a different New Year's than we do. So this is for those that want to look on a map. This is called San Doc Gate. So if you look it up right now, you'll see exactly where I'm at. San Doc Gate, S-A-U-N-D-O-K Gate. That's where I am on the map. Usually I do this walk much earlier. We're almost on the 7th mile. We started doing this around, I started running the live stream around, I want to say 8:45 a.m. I think is when I started. I usually start this walk much earlier. I usually started at 6 a.m. There you go. That wall was built in 1294. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. And there's remnants of it all over the place. And then obviously you have the moat here that goes all the way around. You know, it's very old school. You know, way of protecting yourself back in the 12th, 13th century. That is one skinny sidewalk. Yeah, definitely. It's not like where I was before and down in Jomtien where I had this big giant sidewalk. And this city, Jomtien and Pattaya have a lot of people because they're tourist destinations close to Bangkok. But Chiang Mai is just a big city. And so these people are all going to lunch probably. It's a work day here. It's Wednesday. So. Still very, very peaceful walk, even though it's loud and noisy along this moat. I wish this lane here was like grass, and then they just had those 2 lanes, and then you'd have a little bit of separation between you and that, but it is what it is. They also have all these really cool bridges, take you from one side to the other. So obviously, very, this is very Instagrammable, kind of cool. Tripped. That would have been awesome. YouTube. Still got 85 people sticking around. That's awesome. I know I've been on here forever. It's been good fun though. I do this walk in the morning anyway, so it's kind of nice to have company. I think we're close to 3 hours. So you guys weren't on the first 15 minutes. I got to the outer wall of the old city before I started the live stream. I didn't start it from my house. Yeah, you gotta be really careful here crossing the streets because people don't really give way to pedestrians. If you come out here early in the morning, there'll be all these like street sweepers out here. These people that have these like old school brooms, and they just like are sweeping the sidewalks. It's kind of cool. They keep it pretty clean here. That's actually anywhere in Thailand. They hire usually older people. I'm sure the city gives them some kind of stipend or something. And they're just in charge of a certain block or something on the street, like keeping it clean. And so it's kind of nice. So if you come out here really early in the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning before the sun comes up, you'll see there's like these older people, and they're these elderly people, 60s, 60 plus, and they have their own little section of the street that they keep, and sidewalk that they keep clean. What programs are you using while live streaming? I'm just using YouTube's app. I've tried other apps in the past and they just haven't worked out well for me. I need to go back and try the one Chocolate Man uses, but he has an Android phone and I use an iPhone, so it didn't work as well for me as it works for him. StreamYards, I think, is what he uses. So I don't know, maybe I'll try it in the future. Used to really enjoy the Sunday night market. Yeah, the Sunday night market is back. For those that didn't weren't on here when I went through the day market. I walked through the day market here, which is also pretty cool. I'm trying to cross the street here. Not getting killed. But yeah, the Chiang Mai is really probably the most famous thing in Chiang Mai is the night market, and it's just got all kinds of cool stuff. Anything you think of. I swear, if you watch YouTube videos of people eating bugs, like scorpions and other type of bugs, it's usually the Chiang Mai night market where that's coming from. Those videos. Sorry, I'm trying to read the chat, but it's moving really quickly. If you put a long comment, I definitely can't read it. It doesn't stay up long enough. You can do it, Annie. Oh, no. Whoa, hold on. I think my gimbal just went dead. Let me try it again. Oh yeah, it did. My gimbal went dead. I've never had that happen before. Now my footage is going to be all shaky. Let me know if it's like shaky now compared to what it was before. I'm curious to see what the difference is in shakiness. And I'm trying to hold it still. I'm sure every step is like a gyrating movement. Yeah, I'm holding it with my hand. Let me sit down here real quick. What did you say? We'll sit down here for a minute and answer some questions. We're on mile 7.17. I'm going to pause my app here real quick. And we'll just end it. Been out here for 3 hours. So yeah, it's very noticeable, huh? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I have my phone plugged up to it. So now I know my limit. My limit's about 3 hours on that gimbal when my phone is plugged into it, taking juice. Have I ever gotten sick from food I've eaten in Thailand? I've never, yeah, that's not true, I have. I have gotten sick, like 24-hour bug. I've also many times, not to get gross, but many times I've had diarrhea, so. So yeah, I have gotten sick before in Thailand. Street food. Your biggest risk is street food here in Thailand. You're getting sick. Which is better, beach town or port town? I don't know. I would, it's funny because there's no ocean here in Chiang Mai, but Chiang Mai is often called a beach town without a beach, and I agree with that assessment. It is like a beach town without a beach here. But beach town or port town, I'd probably say beach town. I mean, port town's full of sailors, and as someone who was a sailor for 20 years, sailors can bring problems. I don't want a bunch of sailors around. Yeah, for those who love cats, I showed a cat cafe earlier. I know there's a ton of cat cafes here in Chiang Mai. That's the first time I've ever seen one of them. But for those who don't know, I'm allergic to cats, so cat cafes are not good for me. I think it's the DGI 4. Yeah, I think it's the 4. Osmo 4, I believe is what it's called. I believe. I like it. It's good. It's a good gimbal. Yeah, I'm a sailor, but I'm a retired sailor. I don't want to be around a bunch of sailors. Do you have any idea where you'd like to go next? Maybe Koh Samui. I've got a friend on an island here in Thailand that he just opened a restaurant/bar, so I'd like to go see him and hang out with him for a little bit. Yeah, so it's the DJI Osmo 4. This Thai lady's really tall. You don't see that very often. She's really tall. She's probably my height. I'm 5'11". Thanks, Gloria, for stopping by. Good night. I guess it's time to take a break or walk shaking it. Oh, with the shaky camera, yeah. I'm just taking a break for a second, and then I'll end the live stream and just answering some questions since I wasn't able. Will you ever live on a houseboat with retired sailors? Yeah, I would do that. I've always wanted to live in one of those houses, like on Sleepless in Seattle. I remember when I lived in Seattle, I was stationed near there, and I thought about renting one of those out. They were so expensive. We need an Amazon link. Well, if you just click on one of my Amazon links and you Google DJI Osmo 4, they'll give me credit for it. Anytime you click on someone's Amazon link, even if you don't buy what you clicked on, the person who clicked on the link gets credit for whatever you get in that session. What's the name of the restaurant, or this restaurant? I don't know what the name of it is. It's not on Koh Samui, it's on a smaller island. Can't remember which one. Not Koh Lanta. Definitely not Koh Lan. It's one of the ones down south, I can't remember. One of the smaller ones. One of the smaller ones next to one of the more popular ones. Hey, thanks moderators for doing all the work you did. I saw you had to deal with a couple knuckleheads. Koh Tao, man, I can't remember what the name of the island is, Cody. I'd have to look at his emails. Even if someone said it, I wouldn't remember. It might be Koh Tao. That sounds right. But I can't be 100% sure about it. It's a popular island, but it's next to a more popular island. Kevin, if there was subscribed to join in a live. Yeah, I might bring someone on here live with you in the future. I can't do it in this YouTube app, but I can on my StreamYards app when I'm back home. Good game of Whack Control. Thanks. Yeah, usually I set up my live streams that you have to be a subscriber of 30 minutes to an hour, and you can only type something every 30 seconds to a minute, and that usually gets rid of 99% of the trolls, because most of them aren't committed enough to stick around for a half an hour to an hour. I like making it an hour sometimes, because then they have to stick around for a long time. But the only thing about that is someone who's new to the channel then has to stick around. And I don't, 30 minutes is an hour is a long time. Which is better, capital or city? I don't know what that means. Like the capital of Thailand? I don't know. It's hard. I can never pick like what's your favorite, what's the best, because it changes depending on what mood I am. Right now I'm in the mood to to be in Chiang Mai. But in a month, I might be in a mood to be in Bangkok or Hoi Hin or Phuket, I don't know, or Belgium. So anytime anybody asks me that, it's just hard for me to answer that question because it depends on my mood in the moment. Richard says, hey, I'm in Chiang Mai, also may see you around. Yeah, man, say hi. Usually I have a beard. I accidentally shaved it off. So, have I been to Belgium? Yes. Long time ago though. In the late 90s. Brussels. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like my life motto. Like, I'm very, very fortunate to be at a point now in my life where I can do whatever I want, when I want, with whom I want, and I just like that. Oh, you were in a Belgium airport for 3 hours? What's the plan for today? I don't know. I mean, get my 20,000 steps. I'm at about probably 14 to 15,000 now since I'm at the 7 mile mark. So about 6,000 more to go. It's about 3 miles, a little bit over 3 miles. So I'll get that and then, I don't know, whatever I want. Maybe buy some crypto today since I took a plunge last night. You should go to Bruges. It's a fairy tale city. I've heard of it before. I definitely like to try it. But I get the trots yet. I don't know what that means. The plan for today is find a girlfriend. Florence, Italy. Yeah, I've been there. I was stationed in Italy for 2 years, Maxine. Yeah, I've been to Florence. Whoa. Whew. Tired. Kevin, I'm glad you earned the spot where you are. You can do whatever you want. You're a good person. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Kaylee. Green apple splatters. I've never even heard of that, Lima. What is that? You should visit northern England. Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to. 2022, I'm definitely going to do some Europe. But travel becomes a little bit easier. It was getting there, and now it's back to kind of like difficult again. But yeah. Do you ever use Tinder in Thailand? Yeah, I mean Tinder's like the primary dating app. I know it's kind of creepy in other parts of the world, but in Asia it's a normal dating app. Yeah, I might Kaylee go back to taking that. Oh, diarrhea in May. Have I ever gotten it? Yeah. I mean I've been traveling the world in the Navy since the 90s, so yeah. I've definitely had a double dragon before. Montezuma's Revenge in South America. I've had it all. That's part of what happens when you travel. What do you guys think of me without a beard? It's been a while. I forgot what my face looked like. Yeah, I prefer the beard to be lucky. I prefer it too. Do I like the Japanese toilet? I like the Japanese toilet. The fancy ones. It's the sickest I've ever been. One time in the Navy, I can't even remember where we went to. And I was just throwing up and had diarrhea all at the same time. There's nothing worse than puking and pooping at the same time. Just saw the USS Bunker Hill, very cool. Yeah, I was on one of the longest deployments since World War II. I was on the Reuben James, and we did 182 days straight at sea. It was awful. That was during shock and awe. We were in the Lincoln Battle Group during when we invaded Iraq in 2002. We did over 180 days straight. Did you live without your skull shaver? Yeah, I would just use a razor. I prefer the skull shaver though. Less razor burn. I look younger? That's good. I'm 46. Yeah, probably, I mean, my beard's so gray now, it probably makes me look old with it. But every time I look in the mirror, it looks weird to me seeing myself without a beard, because I haven't seen my face in so long, especially with the bald head. Because when I first grew a beard, I had hair, so seeing myself without a beard and bald is really weird. I look like a big baby. Make a video shaving my head tonight. Hey, go on my buddy's channel, Bald Cafe. Tell him you want to do it. Don't shave it yet. Shave it on his channel. He's actually going to be on the Rachel Ray show soon, and the Rachel Ray show contacted me because they wanted to use footage from my video where I get my head shaved, so I should be on the Rachel Ray show, which is kind of cool. I'll let you know when it comes out. I really like Rachel Ray. I've had a huge crush on her for like 15 years. So it's kind of cool. Kevin, have you ever took a break from YouTube? Yeah, I took a month off last month. I didn't make a video last month. That was my first break in 3 years. Yeah, man, go on Ball Cafe, man. Tell him Kevin sent you from 30 to Wake Up. His name is Harry, man. Super nice guy. Yeah, I'll share the Rachel Ray video when it comes out. I just signed a release last week, so I don't know exactly when it's going to come out, but where do you think I'll be? Where do I think I'll be in 2024? No idea. No clue. Maybe we'll be on the Zulu variant of COVID and we'll all be dead. Who knows? I'm thinking of heading to Pi. You want to meet for coffee? Yeah, man. I mean, I don't like planning stuff, putting stuff on a calendar, because I just like doing what I want to do when I want to do it, man. But if it happens to like work out, then great. But I don't like scheduling stuff, because I mean, what if we schedule something for 3 weeks from now, and 2 weeks from now I feel like flying down to Koh Samui for a month? You know, I don't like planning stuff. So I know that's terrible, but I'm always upfront and honest with people about it. So if it works out organically, that's fine. But yeah, I don't like planning stuff. Hey, C. Jones, how you doing, man? How's the weather? It's nice. It's, hold on. It is 81. Here, hold on, I don't know what the humidity is. No, you know what? I don't. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what the humidity is. It's probably high. It's always high in Thailand. It's always 70 or above, 70% or above. Kaylee will be younger, thinner, and rich. I love it. Love it. Your expat said you walk more than me and I'm a mailman. Yeah, I mean, I try to walk 20,000 steps a day. When I was in Chiang Mai, I was walking 30,000 steps a day. That's like 15 miles, which is great. I went some kind of, actually I did 40,000 steps on some of the days. I like that beach walk there. It's so long and beautiful. It's easy to get steps in. So I might go back there at some point because I really like how fit I get there. Are most gyms, pools, saunas? Yeah, they're all open. My feet don't thaw out until 90. Yeah, it's only 81 here now, which is still warm with the humidity, but not too bad. Kind of stalling a little bit because I know my cleaning lady's in my apartment cleaning it right now. Okay, all the kids are going to school online right now. I get it because of the new variant. Whatever. I'm walking in tennis shoes right now. Normally, if I'm doing 10,000 steps, I'll walk in flip-flops. But if I'm going to do anything over that, I usually wear tennis shoes. Have I been to Dubai? I've been to Dubai a zillion times. The U.S. Navy pulls into Jebel Ali, which is really close to Dubai, all the time. That's one of the main places they pull into. What's your favorite cafe in Chiang Mai? I don't know the names of them. There's one right underneath my apartment building. It starts with an R. I really like it. I should walk barefoot like the monks, right? Have I been to Istanbul? Yeah, I've been to Istanbul. I spent most of my time in Turkey, though, in Antalya, Turkey. Navy ships pull in there, so I've been there a bunch of times. Yeah, best way to travel is ad hoc. Yeah, I mean, I'm called 30 and a wake up for a reason. I like to book a apartment for 30 days because it just makes travel so much cheaper when you can book a month. You can book an Airbnb for, half the price. Yeah, Ristretto. Yeah, that's it. See Joe's. Have I been to Croatia? Yeah, I have a bunch of videos, Tracy, in Croatia. I lived there for a month last year, and when I was stationed in Italy, my ship was one of the first ships to pull into Split and Dubrovnik when it became its own country. Again. Do a video doing a cafe crawl. Yeah, I thought about that actually. So many great cafes here. So many. Have I been to Malaysia? Man, I have some of the most popular YouTube videos in Malaysia. If you look at my channel, you'll see a ton of Malaysia videos. That was the first place I blew up on YouTube. It's Malaysia. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Kuala Lumpur, Penang. If you've been following me for a while, you know I was supposed to be in Kota Kinabalu, Penang, and Langkawi in 2020. But COVID hit, so I couldn't go. We wish you weren't allergic to cats. Yeah, I do. That sucks. Is there somewhere you haven't been? Yeah, there's a lot of places. But I mean, I was in the Navy for 20 years. So if it's got a port, and I served on both coasts, if it's got a port, I've been. Have I been to Scotland? Not in a long, long time, and it was just very briefly. So I need to go back. I don't even like to count it, it was so brief. C. Joe's was in KL for the New Year in Malaysia, but I prefer Thai food. Yeah, I love the food in Malaysia. Nasi lemak. I love nasi lemak. V-neck or crew neck? I like the crew neck, but I know a lot of people like V-necks. Have I been to the Antarctic? No. I have not. An interesting note on that, in the Navy, I was supposed to go to Operation Deep Freeze, which is in Antarctica, but they closed down the program, and so my orders were canceled. Have I been to Athens? Yeah. I've been to Suda Bay a lot, though. That's a Navy base. Planning to go to Malaysia last month. And the Prime Minister of the country will open for international, but the new variant, I don't think they will now. Yeah, probably not. I was going to try to go after here. I was going to try to go to Langkawi. First time in Thailand, best city to visit. It's just an impossible question to answer. It depends on what you like. If you like beaches, I mean, go down to Phuket or Koh Samui. If you like nightlife, go to Pattaya. If you like big cities, go to Bangkok. If you like food, go to Chiang Mai. The northern food is just amazing. Have I ever been to the Seychelles? No. I hate answering that question, like where should people go, because it just depends on you. A lot of times I've recommended Chiang Mai to people and they've hated Chiang Mai. When I went to Kuala Lumpur, I traveled with a big group and I kept hyping it up and telling people how great it was. But they were most of the people I was with like to party, and so they hated it. They hated KL because it's not a party place. So I don't like recommending things to people without really knowing what they're into. Thai food that's not spicy? Not really, but you can ask for them to. They'll ask you, and they'll ask you what level. You can say 0, and they'll put no. They put these Thai peppers in them, Thai chili peppers. If you ask them for no peppers, then it's not going to be spicy. I usually ask for 1 or half a pepper. Thai people usually put 5 or above. Have I been to Japan? Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Japan. If you go back and watch my videos, I lived in Kyoto, Japan for a month in 2019. Yeah, Chiang Mai, well, by lady action, it depends on what you mean. If you mean dating, Chiang Mai is amazing for dating. But if you're talking about like just having a 1-week girlfriend, then yeah, Chiang Mai is not your spot. But if you want to date, it's a great place for dating. Yeah, Nan, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm right on this highway. I had to stop because I ran out of gimbal. So yeah, it's all traffic noise. Malaysia or Thailand for food? If I'm in northern Thailand, I would say Thailand. But overall, I'd say Malaysia. Let's see. Have you ever been to Gibraltar? Yeah. I've got a famous picture where I'm sitting with a monkey in Gibraltar, probably from 1998. I posted it on my Instagram before. I'll make you a deal. I'll post it today. No, I'll post it on. My YouTube message board today, my community tab. I'll post that picture. from Gibraltar. I have really long hair on the top of my head. It's from 1998 or 1999. Have you been to Chiang Mai? Yeah. Chiang Mai was one of the first cities I ever went to in Thailand in 1998. The vehicles sound like ocean waves a little bit. Yeah. I like it. It's only 66 people in here. I like that. Yeah. How long did you say your gimbal lasts? So it lasted 3 hours, but I had my phone plugged into it, so my phone was pulling battery out of it. It lasts a lot longer. I've had that gimbal going for 6 hours before. When I did the Tampa RV show, I think I went 6 hours. How is the Omicron? It seems like it's okay. I'm sure at some point it'll catch on though. Is Ocean City cheap to enjoy? Yeah. I mean, everywhere in Thailand is pretty affordable by Western standards. I mean, if you go back and watch my beachfront condo with that amazing view, I mean, that place was Airbnb and was $500 for a month. Actually, less than that. If I rented it out, I could rent it for 12,000 baht, which is about $330 a month, maybe a little bit less. Have I been to Rahway? I haven't spent a lot of time in Rahway. Are there Spanish-speaking people here? Yeah, definitely. But almost everybody speaks English. That's a Westerner, even if they're from a foreign country. You got a lot of British here, obviously they speak English. You have Israeli people here, most of them speak English. But a mini gimbal folds up and fits into a pocket. That's really cool, actually. I wonder if it would be sturdy enough to take an iPhone Pro Max, though, because they're pretty heavy. Are there Muslims in Thailand? Yeah, there's Muslims, especially down south, but there's definitely Muslims up here. I've never seen a mosque in Thailand, but I know there are some down south. As you get closer to Malaysia, which is Muslim, there's more Muslim communities. There's a ton of Muslims down in southern Thailand. No, I haven't spent a lot of time in Rahway. Why is northern Thai food not as great? Southern Thai food. I don't know. They don't have they don't have khao soi, which is my favorite Thai dish. It's more seafood based. Where up north it's more chicken based, and I prefer chicken over seafood. Do you have a wife or girlfriend? You will get more views if you put her on. Probably, but I don't have either. I have an ex-wife, but I've been divorced since 2003. And she's happily married with her own kids, so she probably wouldn't want to be on my list. Ever been to Kuwait? No. I don't know where that's at. Yeah, even if I dated somebody, I probably wouldn't have her on my live stream or on my YouTube channel. I just, unless it was like serious and long term, that's just not what I want my channel to be about. What happened to the chick that was hitting on you from the army during the John Tien stream? You know who I'm talking about? I don't know. I actually don't know who you're talking about. Changing it to as you come through the immigration, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but normally before I book an Airbnb, I ask them if they know how to do a TM30, which is the form I need. Once I have that form, I just give everything to Thai Elite since I have a Thai Elite visa, and Thai Elite does my 90 day. So I don't really have to do anything but deliver get that TM30 from my host, and then deliver it to Thai Elite. Have I ever been to Paris? Yeah, I've got videos on this channel in Paris. Can a family live comfortably on $6,000 a month? In Thailand, you can live like a royal family on $6,000 a month. I'm gonna check out the Croatian videos very soon. Yeah, I lived in Split, Croatia for a month. Yeah, I've got a bunch of videos in Paris. Those are some of my first videos, though. They're not that great. Yeah, I lived in Paris for a month. I spent a lot of time in France in my younger days, but mostly southern France, Marseille, Nice. Because I lived in Italy, and I was on a Navy ship, and we used to go to Marseille all the time. And Toulon, actually, too. Do you run into Americans everywhere? In Chiang Mai, there's a lot of Americans here. Yeah, my Paris videos are more cinematic. There's not a whole lot of vlogging going on. I'm still trying to figure out how I was going to do YouTube. I had really expensive equipment though. That's why it's so pretty. I had really expensive camera, really expensive gimbal, really good camera lenses. So, do girls write me in the PM to meet me? Yeah, I've gotten a few PMs on Instagram, but normally they're nowhere near me. So, I mean, what good does that do? Will you be doing any YouTube will I be doing YouTube until I die? Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing it. I especially enjoy doing these live streams. Oh, Carla, yeah. Carla's a good friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, I was going to make a video on this, like downsides of being a nomad. I'm not an expat, I'm a nomad. So I travel all the time. And I was going to do like some of the downsides, and one of them is dating is pretty difficult because you're always on the move, you're always moving. So unless you can find somebody that's always on the move, then it's tough. She was ready to marry. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, John? What's going on? John's a Navy buddy of mine. Also a retired Master Chief. Most Americans in SCA was in HCMC. I don't know what that means. Oh, in Southeast Asia. When I see SCA, I think Senior Enlisted Academy, which is a Navy school that me and John have both been to. The Senior Enlisted Academy. And that's what I think when I see SCA. Ho Chi Minh City. I haven't been to Ho Chi Minh City. I've been to Hanoi. Do you feel the quality of life is better over there than in the U.S.? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. You just get so much more for your money. Niman area is the best place to live in Chiang Mai. I like Niman. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Because it's very walkable, there's a lot of cafes. A lot of people don't like it because it's so westernized. But honestly, it looks like Thai people have taken it back over since COVID happened. So I really like Niman, but some people don't like it. It's also more expensive than the rest of Chiang Mai. But when you say expensive, like it's $400 a month for a condo instead of $250 a month, you know? It's not like ridiculously cheaper. And I'm different than a lot of people. I prefer studios or small one bedrooms where some people want a lot of space. Like Chocolate Man in Thailand, he doesn't like the type of places I live in. He likes big places. And so, yeah, and he doesn't like high rises. I like high rises. I like small studios, so yeah. 213 days in a wake up. Nice. Nice. Scorekeeper is also a retired Master Chief, by the way. Don't worry about taking a break in the future if you need one. Yeah, thanks, man. All right. Whoa. All right, I think I'm going to call this a live stream. I'm going to go get some food. It's 12:12 here. So thank you, everybody, for stopping by, walking with me for 3 hours, sticking on this live stream. That was a lot of fun. I might do more of these in the future. If you like these, if you're watching this video, make sure you comment down in the comments. Hey, I like these live streams, do more of them. Are there 3-bedroom high-rises? Yes. How many Master Chiefs do I know? I know hundreds of them. Hundreds. All right, guys. Bye-bye.